It's that time again. Yes, it's Board of Numbers, but now it's episode 14. And for episode 13, we had a guest. For episode 12, we had a guest. I'm afraid no guest today. No guest today. I want to put a correction in to yesterday's episode before we crack on talking about the number 14 on the dartboard, which we are today. I said that when I was at school, I played darts with various people, and I said Paul War was one of the people I said. And I never knew anyone at school called Paul War. So that's wrong. It was Tom War I was trying to say, but I said Paul War. I don't know who Paul War is. Tom War, I think, is a great name for a singer from a band like Visage or something. Anyway, he's not. He's a real person. Right, look, listen, 14. Now, I'll tell you where 14 appears on the dartboard. 14 appears as I'm just walking towards the dartboard. I'm on the move today. I'm standing in front of the dartboard. And if you look at 14, there's an 11 under it, a 9 above it, and then a 12. 11, 14, 9, 12. That is known as Mug's Alley. Now, this is of no interest whatsoever to anyone of a reasonable standard of darts, and certainly of no interest to the pros. But if you're in a pub and you want to sort of keep your darts at hitting reasonably high numbers, in other words, numbers that you don't want to keep chucking everything at the 3 or a 1, that's a good little section to go for. The 11, the 14, the 9 and the 12 is called Mug's Alley because Mugs... It's a bit rude, actually, calling it Mug's Alley, isn't it? It's saying that people who go for it are mugs, but I don't think they are, actually. People who go for that are trying to get their averages up to a certain level. Right, 14. Let's go. Single 14. 54, 14, double 20. 114, treble 20, 14, double 20. And 64, 14 bull, although the pro probably would never go 14 bull. The pro on 64 would obviously either go treble 8, double 20, or treble 16, double 16. Or 16, 16, double 16, or whatever. Okay, let's talk about the doubles. So, if you're on 88, you could go treble 20, double 14. If you're on 56, you could go double 14, double 14. Now, again, no one's going to do that during a match. I do sometimes, but I'm not a professional player. I'm someone who messes about, and if you get me, if I'm 6 darts ahead of where I think the other person is, I might have a go at that. 82, treble 18, double 14. No one ever goes for that. Never seen it done. Nobody ever goes treble 18, double 14. But it's interesting, isn't it? If you're on 82, you're more likely to go treble 14. Well, I covered that in the last one, didn't I? If you're on... Oh, no, it's in the next section. We haven't talked about trebles yet. But, obviously you'd go treble 14, double 20. 79, treble 17, double 14. Again, who'd go for that? Well, once in a while, if you want to vary things, go for it. But most people on 79 would go probably for treble 19 and double 11, would they? Or would they go for treble 13 for tops? I suspect I would go for treble 19, just because if you hit the 19, then you're on 16, you can go 20, double 20. 76, treble 16, double 14. 48, 20, double 14. 46, 18, double 14. That's a weird one. Who goes for that? Never seen anyone go for it. Unless double 14 is something you're particularly fond of, and I feel like I know for a fact that no one really likes double 7. So... I like double 14. If I'm on 88, I'll probably go treble 20 for double 14. But if I'm on 46, there's no way I'm going to go 18 double 14 because it's just more likely I go for the 10 or the 6 to leave either double 18 or tops. Now, when I used to go to a place called The Vibe, which is in near me, and it doesn't exist anymore as a pub. I think I talked about it before. I'd play various people. The first time I ever went in there, I played this guy called Richard. In the first leg I ever played, I took out 148, treble 20, double 14. So that's one of my biggest, I suppose, enjoyable memories involving the 14, that double 14. Let's talk about trebles now, shall we? 82, as I was saying, treble 14, double 20. 66, this is my preferred way on 66. I don't see pros do this very often, but treble 14 for double 12. Pros seem to more often go for treble 10 for double 18. 74, treble 14, double 16. That's the classic way the pro would go. I'd probably go that way if I had a chance. 78, treble 14, double 18. That's 78, treble 14, double 18. I don't think many people do that. They go for treble 18 for double 12. Because you hit the single 14, you're on 64, You can't throw a single and get on a double. You can just throw another 14 for the bull. 92, treble 14, bull. Well, do it down the pub if you want to. 142, treble 20, treble 14, double 20. 132, treble 14, treble 18, double 18. Nobody does that. They always do 132 by starting on the bull, going out a bull. Treble 19, bull. 124, treble 14, double 20. 127, treble 14, treble 15, double 20. It's turned into a podcast where I'm essentially just reading out numbers. Shanghai. As Sean Connery once said to me, I heard some people singing some Shang Lo and some Shanghai. A Shanghai means you get a single, a triple and a double. And the Shanghai on the 14s is 84. Single 14, treble 14, double 14. That's 14 plus 42 plus 28. That gets to 84. 84, coincidentally, is the biggest outshot I ever did on television when I did the comic relief thing. I went treble 20, single 12, missed the double 12, and hit double 6. An 84 finish. Woo-hoo-hoo! That's the highest I've ever done on television. That's because I don't really play darts on television. Nearly dropped my iPad then. Anyway, listen, it's Witter here. That is the end of this episode. 15 next.